Glam dolls, welcome back to my channel. I am looking a hot mess today, so let's get into this. We are going to try out the number 7 Lift and Illuminate foundation today. So we are starting off by priming my face. Mind you, I got about 4 hours of sleep last night, so my face just looks a hot mess right now, and I am so swollen and puffy-eyed. So let's cover this puppy up. We are going in with my Little Panda by Tony Moly, and this is going to hydrate and illuminate the eyes. It's a moisturizer, and it's supposed to get rid of a little bit of the dark circles, which it kind of does. Not really. I use it more as an eye moisturizer for the day. I absolutely love it. Now for the main event, number 7 Lift and Illuminate foundation. I am so excited to finally try a foundation of theirs. Everybody has been recommending it to me, and I went in with about 3 pumps here, which is way too much, but shoot, we'll blend it out and make it work. This foundation was $15.99, I believe, at Ulta, and so far with blending it with a beauty blender, I have found is the best way to blend this out. A brush would work too, but I really love the beauty blender with this. It just blends it out and makes it look like your natural skin so much more. Next, we got to conceal these dark circles in bags using my Tarte Shape Tape. And we are going to go in kind of heavy-handed for me using this because Lord knows I need it today. So we are going to pack that on there and just blend it out. Next, I'm going to go in with my Bare Minerals Invisible Powder Duo with the 134 BH Cosmetics brush. I'm going to lightly set this because it is illuminating and I don't want it to crease. And I do want it to kind of stay in place a little bit. So I'm just using the powder in my hardcore areas like under my eyes and around my nose, and then whatever's left on the brush I just kind of tap around the rest of my face. I'm not going to go into my whole face routine today. I'm just showing you the basics on this. So we're going to actually go ahead with the wear test, and we're going to see how this sucker lasts through the day. So get ready to follow me on my next check-in.
Hey glam dolls, time to check in and see how number 7 Lift and Illuminate is holding up. And let me tell you, I absolutely love it. Excuse, my eyes are watering. It feels amazing. It's been only about 2 hours that it's been on, and it feels so amazing, and I barely even set this with anything. This is definitely one you do have to set though, because I noticed it doesn't really dry down, but it does say illuminate, so it's obviously going to give you just a super illuminating glowy vibe. But I'm obsessed with it so far. I have an oily T-zone, as most of you know, and then really dry around the rest of my face, and it didn't cling to any dry patches, and it doesn't feel like, even in the little creases by my nose where even by now would normally be getting really oily, it's perfect. It's absolutely flawless. And I do want to say that Bare Minerals powder, oh my god, that stuff is amazing too. I set my under eyes with it and it just feels like velvet. I'm just super impressed right now, but we'll see how it holds up in 106-degree weather, because that's what we're rocking with today. So I will check in with you guys on my break at work. So I will see y'all soon. Hello, my darling glam dolls, and I am just checking in with you guys again. What the hell is up with that accent? What is wrong with me today? It is Friday, but you guys are watching this on Saturday. I'm on my break, just checking in, letting you know that this foundation is holding up amazing. It is hotter than mother loving Hades, and there is not a speck of oil on my face or around my nose, which is my biggest problem. So far, number 7, Lift and Illuminate, just might be my favorite drugstore foundation. So I look a little bit of a mess this morning. I had 30 minutes to get ready, but this foundation is holding up so amazing. So I will check in again in a couple hours on my lunch break and let you guys know how it's doing. We'll see how I'll check in at the end of lunch. So it's after I've been in the heat for a little while. You guys will actually be able to see what the real tea is. So I will see y'all in just a bit. Bye, darlings. Hey, darlings. My little glam dolls checking in again. So I think this foundation is holding up pretty decent so far. Now, I don't know if it has anything to do with the Bare Minerals invisible powder that I used to set it with, because that stuff is like shellax it all day without being too cakey. So shout out to Bare Minerals, who I don't ever use anymore. I think I used them when they first came out, but I don't ever use them anymore. But I just might with this little invisible powder and their little glow powder that came in that little duo set. That stuff is amazing. Thank you, BoxyCharm, for hooking me up, because I love it. But so far, this little number 7 drugstore Lift and Illuminate foundation is holding up pretty well. So I will check in with you guys on my drive at 5 and let you know how I like it. See you guys soon. Hey, my darlings, we are back with the drive at 5. It is Friday and it's the weekend. It is time to play all weekend. Lord help me, I'm excited to be off of work. It has been a long week. My wisdom tooth, well, no longer wisdom teeth, but my gums are still sore as hell. It is day 5 and I am still dying. But anyway, while we're here again, the check-in. So far, I'll do an up close. Can you see? Can you see? I shouldn't be doing this. I'm probably driving and I'm probably gonna crash. That's not funny. That's really not funny, Desiree. Anyway, that was a really bad joke. I'm sorry, y'all. That was not even funny. But anyway, the foundation held up pretty good. I did notice the only thing I reapplied was some mascara and my lipstick. That's usually all I reapply throughout the day anyway. And maybe I'll touch up with a little powder, but not today. Not today, no sir, no powder today. We are trying to see the longevity in this foundation. And it held up pretty good. Not as good as some of my high-end ones, because I do notice around my chin, pretty much the whole center of my face. My forehead, my nose, and my chin are my problem areas. Obviously out here, I don't have that problem. But the my chin and right around my nose and my mouth starting to break up. So I did put it on pretty early. So I think I had it on by 6 a.m. So, or no, I'm sorry, 7 a.m. What am I thinking? And it's now 5. So it's definitely been on all day. But I do know that I have some other foundations that are even drugstore, like the Infallible 24-hour Pro Matte. that have lasted, you know, all day, and then the next day, and then the next day. Well, not really, because that's disgusting. But, you know, it's good though. I mean, it is. I have to say, this is a lift in Illuminate. This says Illuminate in the title. So I don't know why I was expecting it to last 100 hours. It doesn't have these amazing claims that it's some 12-hour foundation. Now, they do have a foundation, which is their matte foundation, that does claim to last like 15 hours or something. This one is not that one. This one strictly says to make us old hags glow like we are young again. So when it says glow, that means oil, you guys. Well, I don't know why I'm telling y'all. I'm more telling myself, because my expectations for foundations nowadays, I think, have gotten a little high. Well, not just a little, well, the price point's gotten high, so duh, that's why they're a little high. But I almost feel like every foundation's supposed to be some 24-hour magic foundation that's gonna also clean my house, wash my laundry, wash my car, do my work for me, you know what I mean? So it's not all that, but for what they consider an illuminating, glowy foundation, it has held up pretty dang amazing, especially in my oily spots. So I'm not even going to hate on it. I do love this foundation. I will continue to use it. The one plus that I really like about it is it looks like my natural skin. Not right now because it's a little caked up, but when you first put it on, it looks so much like your natural skin, and it does not intensify my pores or lines. And I really, really love that, because as I've hit my 30s, that is a huge, huge, huge problem for me. Every single foundation I have falls right in my smile lines, and this one hasn't. It has gone into the smile line a little bit, but it has really been amazing, you guys. I can't say enough good things about this. This is one I will definitely repurchase again in the future when I run out. So I'll check in again probably around the 8 o'clock hour before I take my makeup off, because even though it's Friday night, I am an old hag. I am not going anywhere tonight. I am keeping my happy butt at home, and Friday nights are when I do my nails and do my facials. So that's what I will be doing today. So I can't stay around this car. So I will see you guys in a couple hours. All right. See you later. Bye. Hey, glam dolls. Welcome back to my check-in. It is now 8 p.m. and I have a very, very funny story for you guys. My footage that I took yesterday for the 8 o'clock hour check-in disappeared. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if I hit the wrong button or never recorded or what, but it's gone. Completely gone. So basically I had to recreate my whole routine that I did yesterday, with the exception of the color of the eyeshadow. Today I used my ColourPop, and that's why those suckers are staying put. And I haven't touched up any of my makeup at all today. Obviously not even my lips, because now all I have left is lip liner. But my makeup hasn't been touched up not once, and just around my nose is really oily and it's broken up at the tip of my nose, and my blemishes that I had are completely showing now. And this little sunspot, this is my tester for all foundations. If this is poking through, like, I know it's definitely not full coverage. But overall, I still really like it. This is a really glowy foundation. Like I said, it's not meant to be some 15-hour foundation. So it has held up through an entire workday. It was put on at 7 a.m. It's now 8 p.m. So, you know, it's held up a really long time, you guys. So I'm really happy with it. 13 hours and it was rocking, you know what I mean? So it still looks pretty good. You know, it's not that bad. Especially for a drugstore foundation, I cannot wait to try their matte one. If this is how their glowy one is, I cannot wait to try the matte one. I'm excited to try more stuff from this line. I've only tried their lipsticks and stuff.
So this is the first time I'm trying their face products, so I'm excited. Number 7 killed it. I've been sleeping on them for a long time. So this gets a big thumbs up for me. I really like it. So if you're in the market for a nice glowy foundation, especially if you're over the age of 30, when we start losing that illumination in our skin, I totally recommend this. I'm very heavy-handed with my foundation. Even if you go in with one layer, it will look just like your skin, but better. Like, it is just so beautiful. And it didn't really sink into my smile lines, which are my problem lines. It didn't sink in hardly at all. It did so amazing. I'm very happy with it. So, yeah, this has been Desi Glam Life approved. With that, I will go ahead and sign off. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring my bell. And you guys have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.